Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone complaining that all the clothing sizes at Target have shrunk. I used to fit into a size 20 last year, and I can't fit into it this year, so clearly, it's the clothes. We're also going to be taking a look at a bonus clip of somebody talking about getting fat-shamed on a rideshare service, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
I would like to talk about how Target has changed their clothing sizing. I have bought Target clothes very frequently over the last few years. It was the first place that I ever really felt comfortable buying plus size clothing. And I think they've got a lot of cute stuff, so I like buying from them. But I've noticed in the last year that they have redone their sizing. For example, the plus size clothing went from having a W next to it to not having a W.
Did that stand for wide? I'm not trying to be mean. Is that necessary? Do I got to go to the I don't know. I wasn't trying to be mean.
Which, that makes a really big difference in how the clothes actually fit you. The big difference that I noticed is that when the clothes had the W, it was a lot more accommodating for curves.
Okay, I googled this real quick. It said the W is for women's, which is another way of saying plus size. That's from a different company, though. That's not from Target.
For your hips, your butts, your boobs, your stomach. And now the plus size clothes are made like the straight size clothes in that they're more flat.
So they're not creating the plus size clothes after plus size bodies. They're doing it more like an XXL. Like a lot of people don't know that an XXL and a 2XL are two different garments. An XXL is just a straight-sized garment that is a size larger, whereas a 2XL has actually been modeled after a plus-size model or whatever.
Not trying to hurt anyone's feelings here. This is just my personal observations and
I'm very hurt.
How the clothes fit differently.
How dare you?
Last year, I bought several pairs of 18W straight cut jeans. Not straight size, I mean like the pants leg is like straight. And this year, one of my pairs had a rip in the thighs, if you know, you know. And so I went
Oh, I know, sister.
To order another pair, and I said, since it doesn't have the W, I'm gonna try sizing up and see what happens. I just got these jeans today, a size 20 straight cut jeans, and they fit like a 16.
Okay. Have the sizes gotten smaller, or have we... I don't want to say anything else.
These jeans do not fit like a 20. A year ago, I bought a vest from Target from the straight size area. It fit me perfectly a year ago, it still fits me perfectly now. Well, I went in stores yesterday and I bought another vest because I said this looks like it's the same vest as the one I got a year ago in a different color, and I really liked that one, so I really want another one. Again, something that is supposed to be the same size and even the same design fits 2 sizes smaller.
All right, now I know the obvious that a lot of people are thinking is, hey, you got larger, the clothes didn't get smaller. But it sounds like the clothes might have actually gotten smaller. We know these companies and these brands are screwing around constantly. If you go to Walmart, you will see the opposite. If you used to buy a size large shirt, that shirt is now a medium. If you did not change sizes at all, you're now wearing one size smaller in clothes if you shop at Walmart. So you might have thought that you randomly got smaller. Target seems to be having the opposite problem. Walmart wants you to think that you're not getting larger. Target wants you to think that you're getting larger with each passing year.
But get this, I bought a mini skirt a month ago, and it was a 20, and it was way too big for me.
I hate it when that happens.
So I got the 18 in the mail today, and it fits perfectly.
All right, well, you lost a couple dress sizes, Queen. Good job. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. No. Okay, I'm sorry.
And the thing is, the problem is not with my body. I have not gotten bigger. None of my other clothes are fitting differently.
I know your first instinct would probably be, hey, the clothes aren't getting smaller, you're getting bigger. But I actually believe her.
In fact, I've actually lost weight.
Great job, dude.
But yet, Almost everything I bought from Target recently fits like it is 2 sizes smaller than it is supposed to be.
Okay, so Target wants everybody to think that they're getting fat. Walmart wants everybody to think that they're getting thin. What is happening?
I bought a dress a few months ago in what has been my size at Target for the last 3 years. And it was snug, so I sized up, it was still snug. The clothing that I bought a year ago, and before that, that's all in XXL, still fits me.
That's a straight size.
But all of a sudden this year, I'm needing a 2X at Target.
What's the game, Target? I'm trying to figure out like what their rationale here is. Is Target trying to make everybody think that they're fatter than they are to bring in the next generation of fat activists? You're like, I was an XXL last year. This year I'm a 3XL? That's a plus size. You start piercing your septum immediately and start dyeing your hair. You're like, wait a minute. All these biases are really starting to weigh on me. Damn it!
And again, I've lost weight, and none of my other clothes are fitting different.
Well, if you lost weight, wouldn't they fit different? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here.
One of the things I always liked about Target is that I was able to find my sizes in stores. I kind of fall in that like mid-size range for them where I fit both the plus size stuff and a lot of the straight size stuff. And now suddenly my size is just not in stores. I don't want to shop at Target if I have to order online every time.
Whoa. Language, young lady. My goodness. Well, I mean, if you're going to shop online, you don't have to relegate yourself to Target, you know? You can go to Amazon or Torrid or any of these other places.
And honestly, it's kind of giving me a little bit of body dysmorphia, where like Target's clothing is making me think I'm a lot bigger than I am. And
well, it's time to join the fat acceptance movement, my friend. Just like Target wanted. What are you doing, Target? You see what you're doing, Target? You're giving this girl the body dysmorphias.
It's making me think I've gained weight when I haven't.
All right, here's what you do. Go start shopping in Walmart, and then you'll think that you've lost weight because all the sizes keep growing. Last year I was a large. This year I'm a medium, and I've done nothing. I've changed nothing. Thanks, Walmart. Make them feel good.
And like, I've got a bag full of clothing that I bought this week that if I had bought it in the sizing it was a year ago, it would have fit me. But suddenly, everything at Target is running a lot smaller. And the reason I keep highlighting the fact that my body hasn't changed is because I know there's a lot of people whose immediate reaction is going to be like assuming that I've gained weight.
Obviously.
But let me tell you, they have definitely changed their sizing. And I don't know why Target has redone everything this year, but it's definitely for the worst. I've always liked shopping at Target.
Target's always been kind of meh to me personally, but I don't do a lot of clothes shopping and stuff. It's not like an event to me. I don't spend more than 3 seconds thinking about what kind of clothes I'm going to put on my body. I'll be like, oh, that polo looks kind of cool. I'll wear that. Done. That's it. Done.
But it's disgusting that they've changed their sizing like this.
Is it problematic? Or
where pretty much everything fits 2 sizes smaller than it should.
I don't know why, dog, but I believe her. I don't know why. I swear to God, she's telling the truth. I saw a couple comments under that video where other people were saying they've experienced the same thing. So, like I said, it seems like they're doing the opposite thing that Walmart is doing. I recommend just shopping somewhere else entirely. If we're going to go online, dude, we have endless options. We don't have to go to Target at all. Next, fat horror stories. Oh, I love these.
What's up, guys? I'm Trish, and this is a new series that I'm calling Fat Horror Stories.
Hi, Trish.
So one time I had just left the airport after a cross-country flight, and I was getting into my shared van ride. Once I was in the back seat, I could see directly in front of me a man was on his phone. And I could not help but notice, because of his enlarged font, that he stated to the person he was talking to, 300 pounds of lard just got in the vehicle behind me.
Okay, so he's sitting in front of you, you're sitting behind him, so you can see over his shoulder to his phone, and he's saying very fat-phobic things indeed in his personal conversation that is literally none of your business.
Well, I wasn't in the mood to be quiet. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. And I tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, sir, I actually weigh closer to 500 pounds.
That's my favorite way to shut down fat shaming or people trying to dunk on you for your weight. They're like, look at this 300-pound heifer. And you're like, actually, I'm closer to 500 pounds. Get dunked on, you pleb. And then the person that was trying to make fun of you is like, damn it, I was completely inaccurate. Accuracy is a huge part of this insult. Damn it, I've blown it.
And I'd like you to know that I could read that over your shoulder thanks to your enlarged font."
Okay, well, I mean, you'd have to, like, be sitting up, like, oh, to, like, look over his shoulder. That's how I sit up. I go, oh, I make that stupid, weird noise. But you'd have to do that to look over his shoulder, right? I mean, was this dude, like, insanely short and you're, like, super tall? Or do we have that situation where we have, like, a bunch of adipose tissue under our butt cheeks that makes us all tall when we're sitting down on a chair? Since we have an excess of adipose tissue on our buttocks, we are actually like this. I've actually talked about that phenomenon before because I saw a picture of like a super morbidly obese person in a car going to a drive-thru on like an episode of My 600-Pound Life or some other TV show or something, and their head was like this far from the ceiling of the car. Like literally, they're like, ooh. I'm not trying to be mean, but I just love like the really hilarious visuals. You have like this much extra padding on your butt, so you're like this, and you can easily see over homie's shoulder in front of you. You're like, oh, I saw what you said. He looks back, he's like, oh, you're way up there. Oh my God. Imagine you're just sitting there texting, and then all of a sudden from behind,
actually, I'm 500 pounds.
ah!
He got really embarrassed and apologized all over the place.
I would have said, why are you reading my texts, lady? That wasn't for you. I say all kinds of crazy stuff between me and my friends. You should probably stop reading this.
But it was too late. I'm not going to forgive him because I already know the type of person that he is. And so, once again, I wasn't in the mood to be quiet. And so from LAX until Pasadena, California, which is a good 45 minutes to an hour, I berated this man up and down.
The whole car ride? Oh man, I bet that dude was praying for death. Jesus Christ, you just started berating him for the whole ride, 45 minutes to an hour? He's like, you know that weight is genetic. There's nothing I can do about this. How dare you be fat-phobic? Biases. And he's just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a text. You stupid idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Leave me alone.
And let him know exactly what kind of person that I felt that he was.
Honestly, I'm kind of calling BS on this story. How can you berate somebody for 45 minutes straight? What else do you got besides, hey, you're a fat-phobic piece of garbage. How dare you judge me based on my physical appearance?
And the driver just stayed silent the entire time.
He just allowed it. He's like, I'm going to allow this.
And there was 2 other passengers that we picked up at one point who I apologized to, but I let them know that a lifetime of harassment for being fat is sometimes met with my big mouth.
Okay, well, he didn't actually harass you for being fat. He was having a personal conversation that you should not have seen. Honestly, I don't believe that this story happened at all. Not for 1 second. You didn't confront anybody. You weren't the hero, and nobody clapped. I'm sorry.
And once we got to the hotel, the gentlemen that were letting him out of the car, I let them know exactly what kind of man he was too.
What gentlemen that were letting him out of the car? What do you mean? What, was he disabled or something? He was in a wheelchair? And you're like berating this man? Like, the several assistants that he had to help him into his wheelchair and out of this vehicle were very astounded to learn that this man was a fat-phobic piece of garbage. But I let him know. I did let them know.
And so, you know, that's my fat horror story for the day. If you choose to be rude to a fat person, you can either get away
He didn't say anything to you.
with it, or you can get your ass chewed out. Depends on the day.
Well, I definitely don't want to get my ass chewed out. I mean, I usually have to pay extra for that. Do-do-do. Shh. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was vulgar and weird. We ain't gotta go there. Okay, so I don't believe that for 1 second. Do you? Do you believe any of that for one gosh darn second? I don't. Also, if it did really happen, he wasn't fat-shaming you or berating you or whatever the heck. He was having a private conversation with somebody via text. You weren't supposed to see that. But either way, like I said, I'm pretty damn sure that none of that happened. But what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Has Target shrunk all of their sizes? And was that woman correct for confronting that guy on the Rideshare service? Leave a comment below. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.